story is a long-told traditional story, and it's one that I like to tell all of my students. And it's the story about how plants came to help humans. And a long, long time ago, we used to all be connected as one. Whether it was the animals, or the rock people, or the river people, the humans, the air, the trees, we all spoke the same language. So when the wind blew, it meant the same thing to all of us. When the tides rose, we all were interconnected to understand the paths and directions that life was flowing. No one's really sure why, but at one point there was a break between the humans and everyone else. And what happened was man built a bow and an arrow. And he used this bow and arrow to kill a bear. And while he did it ceremoniously and respectively, it created a great disparagement between humans and the rest of the world. And the bear people all came together and mourned this great loss. And they all were mourning, but the whole warrior bear clan was very upset and devastated, and they demanded action. And they demanded that something be done to try to pull back again the unity of the world. So the elders all got together, and the council sat before the whole clans of all of the bear tribes. And the warriors made their case that they must do something to right what was wronged. And the elder council bears said, well, what do you wish to do? And the warrior bears said, I think we need to build a bow, and we need to fight to protect our clan and protect our bear people. And the elders said, under much advisement, decided to see what would happen with this. So they said, all right, we will allow you to do this. Go build your bow. So they went out to the birch tree, and they stripped off the birch bark, and they built and carved this beautiful wood piece of bow. And then they needed the string. And they couldn't figure out everything they tried, reeds and everything just snapped. So they went to the wise elders, and they said, what does the man use for the string of his bow? And they said, well, he used bear intestine. And they said, oh, I'm not really sure what to do. And the oldest and wisest bear said, it's my time to pass to the great sun, so I will go and let you use my physical body to carry out what your wishes are. So he passed over. And they used his intestines, they pulled them out, and they made this whole fleet of bows. And they got up and they pulled those big bows, and right as they were getting ready to pull it, the string snapped because they had sharp, long claws. So every time they would pull it back, their claws would shear off the bow. And they thought, then we have to cut off all our claws and be more like man to be able to pull this bow. So they cut off all of their claws. And this kind of kept going, and they quickly realized this was not a solution for them to change monumentally who they were, as well as do something that was so against their inner knowing of what was right, that to continue down this path would make them more like the man, and they didn't want to do that. So they got everyone together. They got the rock people, they got the plant people, the creepy crawlies, the fish, the water people, everyone, including the plant people, gathered. And they said, this is what has happened, and we need to rise up, and we need to abolish humankind and mankind if they're going to disrupt the balance and unity of our universe. And we want to know if you will all join us. And it was very upsetting. We'd all lived as one for so long in its perfect harmony. And everyone was on board, except for the plant people. And the plant people turned to the wise old ginseng. And the wise old ginseng said, I need to meditate for 3 days up in the cave on what to do. And so he took himself up to the great cave and sat and meditated quietly. Quietly as much as he could, of course, because the mosquito came by every single day and said, bzz, 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 bzz. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to fight? What are you going to do? And he said, I need to meditate. I'll come down after 3 days. And every day the mosquito would come up. Bzz, bzz, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And the ginseng never got flustered, and he sat and grounded and meditated on what the best decision would be for the future of the world. After the 3 days, everyone joined again, and ginseng came down. And the Bear Clan ginseng, what will you do? Will you join us to abolish the mankind so that we can have unity and peace back in our world? And the ginseng said, we will not. The plant people will not join that, because the humans are like children and they need to be healed. And that will be our job. Our job will come through to help heal the humans so that we may all live as unity again. And that's how plants came to help heal the world.